dreams once. I was 19, and I was living in Paris. I'm going to read to you tonight from a journal entry I wrote while I was there. Here's the background. At 10 minutes to midnight on October 26th, 2000, I walked out on the balcony of my dorm room in Paris with a notebook and a green pen. I was living in Paris my junior year abroad, and I remember perfectly the streets were quiet and dark, the perfect setting for what was to come. In 10 minutes, I would turn 20. A birthday I had been waiting for so long that the moment itself felt too momentous to ignore. I was also in the midst of a full-blown existential crisis, very Parisian, and I had been awake at night, tossing and turning pretty much every night that year. So picture me as a virginal 19-year-old in my flannel nightgown, alone, shivering on the balcony with a notebook. Here is what I wrote. 10/26/2000, 11:50 p.m. I am about to write a paragraph of hypocrisy. Because although I am about to write that I attach no significance whatsoever to my 20th birthday, this is belied by the very fact that I am desperately writing about it in the last moments of my adolescence. But it's true. I could care less about my birthday. Birthdays themselves are as arbitrary as the dates and hours that were invented to hold time in the hot hand of humanity. The number 20 is as meaningless as the hour I fixed at the top of this entry, and any significance I attach to it is socially constructed. This fact was reinforced by the sudden realization, while standing by the window and waiting for midnight to arrive, that my birthday had already begun in North America. At the same time, in contemplating the fact that I have been on this earth for 20 human years, I become unbelievably hopeless. 20 years within the course of nature's history is dust. It's dust on dust. It's atoms on dust on dust. And yet, for my 20 years, I feel as though I haven't yet read enough, haven't thought or felt enough. I should have a chef-d'oeuvre, a masterpiece, to show for it by now, shouldn't I? Or at least be very, very wise. I feel like I'm not seeing enough. Where are the moments of absolute suffering and joy that complement each other in a cycle of happiness and pain, love and hate? I want to experience life viscerally, but at the same time, step back and think about it all. Most of all, I'm afraid that in the coming years, all my midnight scribblings will come to nothing, and are just the self-centered scratches of someone who knows of no other way to lend significance to her life. I have not been back to Paris since.